about that. Sorry about that. Y'all come back on in here. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh man, YouTube is really messing with me, man. Matt, you alright? You put your trash away? Because you're gonna be doing your work on your tablet. Hey, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, man. Man, stuff. Hey, stuff happens, man. Come on now. We still here. We back rocking and rolling. We back rocking and rolling. Uh, we back rocking and rolling. Sorry about that. Now, um, John Harbaugh, his time has run its course. Okay, now he you could have said he was a you know a great coach back in 2012 2013, but he consistently comes up short, in my opinion. Now, if you're talking about Jim Harbaugh, that's a whole nother story. Jim Harbaugh was on pace to go ahead and win multiple Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? But we saw we saw that his first tenure in the NFL was short lived. Then he went to college, went down there, you know, won with Michigan and everything, but they still hold them allegations and stuff like that over the head. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But John Harbaugh is he's on the hot seat, Stephen Green. Okay, he's on the hot seat. Okay, y'all come on back in here, man. Y'all come on back in here, man. We still rocking and rolling, man. We still rocking and rolling. Now, this is what I was gonna say too. Uh, the Jaguars. I'm paying attention to the uh, the AFC South as well. Okay, uh, the Jaguars and the Texans in particular. Okay, the Jaguars, as you know, they're without my boy T Hunter, Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? They're without him. A lot of people are saying, "Oh well, they're 5-4. They can win without Travis Hunter and everything like that." No, no, listen, they need Travis Hunter. Okay, that is another. Travis Hunter is another deep threat. He's another, uh, necessity for a third down uh, threat in terms of conversion, getting short yardage or whatnot. And on top of that, on the defensive side of the ball, he's going to be elite too. He's showing he's showing signs of being elite. So you need him. That's a guy. That's a dual threat. Why would you say that you don't need Travis Hunter? Yes, you do. And on top of that, if you lose and the Texans win, guess what? They're going to be tied in that division right there. And are not the Texans are not far that far behind. They're second. Said they can win with the games without them. That's cap, sir. That is cap. What's up with it, Simon? See, you didn't. You showed up in the chat, but you didn't want to show up. You know what I'm saying? On here. They can't win games without Travis Hunter, and I guarantee you, because on top of that, the Jaguars, guess who they face? They face the Chargers, man. Your guy. Jim Harbaugh and them. Okay? No, 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 no. Don't get sensitive. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run. Don't run from the smoke, man. Don't run. They are going to lose that game. They're not going to beat the Chargers. The Chargers are 7-3. That's one of the better teams in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the Denver Broncos, when you talk about the Patriots, when you talk about the Colts, when you talk about the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? You you're not beating them. They can't win without Travis Hunter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Travis Hunter is needed. Listen, y'all are sleeping on that kid, man. Y'all so blinded by him being with this girl and all that other stuff. Man, never mind all that stuff, man. Never mind all that stuff. Let's focus on what this dude do on the field. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not shoot. We not in the business to find out who this guy is dating and who he's sleeping with and who he making babies with and all this other stuff. Nah, I want to see how this dude produces. And the fact of the matter is, he done had surgery, season-ending surgery. Okay, he had season-ending surgery, and on top of that, guess what? Guess what? He's not going to be back for the remainder of the season. So guess what that does? That puts, listen, on that roster. Yeah, you got youth and everything, but nobody possesses the type of talent on that roster that Travis Hunter does. Oh, shoot, I'm willing to go a step further. A lot of guys in the league right now are not as athletic as Travis Hunter. They may be a little faster, but this guy, man, is gifted to be his age or whatever. And man, listen, man, he's just getting started. He's just getting warmed up. He's just getting warmed up. So continue to doubt him. Continue to doubt him. That's what people are doing. That's what people, they want to sit up here and say, oh, yeah, the Jaguars, all this other stuff. They better than what they was the last couple of seasons. You see Trevor Lawrence likes him. You see Sunshine like him. You know what I'm saying? If Sunshine like him, I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. So that is going to be, that's going to be something to look at, man. The Texans and the Jaguars, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that overall, right now, just looking at it from this standpoint right now, Denver is definitely on pace to win it. It could be between Denver and the Patriots right now. I was going for the Steelers, Cypress's team, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I guess he figured, you know what I'm saying, he ran away from the smoke, you know what I'm saying. He didn't want to talk about that situation, you know what I'm saying, with the Jags and T Hunter and everything. But listen, I was choosing the Steelers in the beginning, but I don't think they could hold up. And in Kansas City, I want Pat Mahomes to get back in the mix and everything. Definitely don't trust him. Ravens, I would like I said, I want Lamar Jackson to get up in it, but I don't think that the Ravens can hold up with any of those teams that I just mentioned. And the Bills, they done got exposed. You know what I'm saying? The Bills are a hype job. I like Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Josh Allen, but they got exposed earlier in the year, man. Okay, by the Patriots. And who would have thought the Patriots? You know what I'm saying? So the AFC, man, right now is to me, it's looking like it's the more dominant conference. You know what I'm saying? Now, uh, I'm not really too focused on the NFC because I don't see anybody that's fucking with the Jets, right? I mean the not the Jets, the Eagles. I said the Jets. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody fucking with the Jets. You know what I'm saying? But the AFC, they have taken like a couple of them teams, particularly the Broncos. They have taken what the what the uh, what the Eagles have done and added it to their repertoire. They have a high level defense. You know what I'm saying? Brown sugar in the building. What's up, baby? I'm sorry about that, man. I fell off the string and everything. But uh like I said, man, it's hard to tell right now who's gonna come out of the NFC because you know I mean the AFC because there are so many good teams. And then as far as MVP, I got Jonathan Taylor, man. I got to give him his credit. Jonathan Taylor could be on a lot to get MVP right now. He could be on a lot to get MVP right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how great this dude is playing, man. You know, I gotta give it to him, man. And I slept on John. It's my fault. I slept on Jonathan Taylor. A lot of y'all don't even know who Jonathan Taylor is. A lot of y'all don't even know who he is. But hey, that's why we're here. We're here to educate you. Here to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Taylor been grinding for a minute, y'all. You know what I'm saying? At one time, he was one of the better running backs, but it was getting dominated by Derrick Henry, talks of Derrick Henry, or Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Like, give it to a running back this year. You know what I'm saying? Give it to a running back. And if you're gonna give it to Jonathan Taylor, man, hell, man, let Saquon get his get back from last season. Everybody know that Saquon should have had that MVP last season. Everybody knows that he had the best damn move ever. I think that was the best move to jump backwards over somebody. Like, do you know how freakish athletic you got to be? People don't realize how athletic. Like, this dude is blessed with how can I say it? He got the ultimate genetics. You know what I'm saying? He might not be all that big, but Saquon, this dude is squatting like 500 or something, 500, 600 pounds. You know what I'm saying? This dude is deadlifting, you know what I'm saying? Damn near 600, 700 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This dude is, for real, he benching like five something. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a freak of nature. And on top of that, to put the icing on the cake, this dude is running like a 4 something. You know what I'm saying? Like a 4-4 or something like that. I don't know, 4-3 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a freak of nature. And on top of that, you put that in the field, able to do that shit. Listen, that's a recipe for disaster. But like I said, I don't see nobody beating the Eagles. I don't see nobody beating the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's one of them teams. Now, if anybody can beat the Eagles, I think it'll be between the Patriots and it'll be between the Broncos. One of them two teams, because they, to me, they kind of play similar styles. You know what I'm saying? They just now sending my stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that, y'all. I fell off the stream earlier, man. Sorry about that. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So I mean, how are y'all feeling about this though, man? Well, I want to know some of your picks. You said Detroit only in no. Detroit can't beat the Eagles, man. Detroit, man. Detroit beating us. You know what I'm saying? They busy beating Tampa Bay and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna beat no Eagles. They ain't gonna beat no Eagles. I haven't seen anybody that can beat the Eagles. Maybe Green Bay. They were close to beating them. But Jordan Love, man, he gotta come with it toward the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good game. Green Bay versus Eagles. Now, that's the type of game you gotta have against the Eagles. It's gotta come down to a field goal. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta come down to one play. You know what I'm saying? Gotta come down to that. You know what I'm saying? And Stephen Green, man, that what you were talking about the Food Lion shooting over Turkey, man, that made national news. It's an FC matchup versus the Eagles. Denver. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Wait, don't forget about the Patriots. Don't forget about the Patriots. Don't forget about them Patriots. You said Love is something missing with him. Has all the talent, but is intangible. What you talking about, Matt? Man, Love is that dude, man. Don't forget this dude was hurt. And on top of that, man, you know what I'm saying? They done had a few injuries. Nah, Love is that guy. Love is that guy. He ain't missing nothing. He has everything. He just got to come with it in the end. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna have games like that. That game right there, that wasn't no offensive game when they played Green Bay and between Green Bay and Philly. No, that's the type of game you gotta play, Matt. And Matt, trust me, you know you play defense. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, I know my subs. I know what they did. You know what I'm saying? I know their career. You know what I'm saying? I know what they bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, when you playing defense, man, look, it's gonna be line of scrimmage. It's gonna be an ugly game. Hell, like, man, I don't want to watch this game. There ain't no offense. I love it. I love the secondary battle. I love the 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love, okay, you're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Negative yardage. You know, got to punt it again. I love them type of games. Yes, I was talking about the food line. They said, yeah, man, people shooting over turkeys and stuff like that. Shit, you can't even get, man, you can't even go over there, brown sugar. We can't even go over there and go get no lunch meat no more. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you try to grab some bologna, somebody gonna grab your wrist, and then next thing you know, man, somebody gonna end up getting shot. Yeah, next thing you know, they're gonna be fighting over ramen noodles and shit. You said he's not the level yet of the elite QBs. Mahomes, Jackson. Well, first off, Mahomes is head and shoulders above everybody on that list. Dak ain't even been to a conference yet. You know what I'm saying? Neither has Lamar Jackson has, but he has failed each and every time that he has been there. And Allen consistently continues to get beat by Mahomes every single time. He shouldn't have even been at MVP last season. Now, like I said, I fuck with Josh Allen, but we got to call a spade a spade. Mahomes got their number each and every time. Dak is not in that conversation. Dak is nice. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Love, man, what you talking about? He damaged them on their own field. What are we talking about here? Jordan Love, it was Jordan Love that dominated Dak. Did you go back to that game and go look? Talking about he on the level of Jordan Love, man. Look at that dude, man. Jordan Love is that guy, bruh. You said Dak is successful and plays for the Cowboys, and he's consistent. No, that's cap. Listen, first off, you have people want to get rid of Dak, and like I said, I'm a Dak fan, but Dak has been there a decade. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels done been there one season. Where did he go? He went to the conference championship. You let that sink in. You understand what I'm saying? Mahomes keep consistently winning, going to Super Bowls, going here. He always in the mix, man. And he got the best resume in football. Come on, man. Like dog, you got to be that. You've been in the league 10 years, and you stay hurt. Mahomes, he get hurt. Guess what? He get back on the field. Roll his ankle 90 degrees. He get back on the field. All that light skin stuff and stuff like that, man. Shoot, man. That boy from Tyler. Shoot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You hurt. You stay hurt. You got to be reliable in this motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Shit, cry me a river. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it didn't help that, CeeDee Lamb, you know what I'm saying? He can't catch the ball, Butterfingers, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a number one deep threat receiver like they need. Pickens is all right, but, I mean, he's shown the inability to fold under pressure sometimes. Sometimes he comes through, sometimes he don't. You don't got no Michael Irvin like that. You know what I'm saying? That can catch a hold of the ball. That's why they called him the playmaker. You say if that played for Kyle Shanahan, no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, because Shanahan can't even get it done. Y'all couldn't even get it done, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't. I mean, you said Shanahan. That is not his dad, okay? So that exit that. You said that has all the intangibles. Horrible. It has horrible. Mike McCarthy is a way better coach than Schottenheimer. Okay, and you had plenty of times to get it done with Jason Garrett. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I mean, look, I like Dak. I fuck with Dak. I'm a Dak fan. You know what I'm saying? But there's been some times when Dak has came up short, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, it don't listen. If what I'm gonna give Dak is he came back from an injury. Guess what? Was that gruesome injury? He came back that leg injury, and guess what? He was able to make the playoff. Then on top of that, doesn't have that you consistently have an offensive line that can't stay healthy. Then on top of that, what we really need to be talking about is the defense. That's let's get Dak out of this conversation if we're gonna dive in deep into this, Matt. First off, let's talk about the defense. You let go of a pass rusher elite. That was the heart and soul of your defense. And Michael Parsons, if you said that you couldn't stop the run, you can't stop nothing now. You getting blown out. See, you don't want to have that conversation. Michael Parsons pretty much playing every position on the goddamn field. You're using him like J.J. Watt or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't depend on Diggs. Only thing he worried about is digging in some pussy. That's the only thing he worried about. He ain't worried about playing no game. He got his money, and guess what? He stay hurt. He might as well go ahead and retire like Vander-ish. Come on, man. Like, I don't even like bringing in Dak into that conversation because it's not all Dak's fault. Dak has been in a very messed up position. And I do agree with you to a certain extent. If he does have a good coach like a Andy Reid, okay, yeah, then we cooking with grease. You know what I'm saying? But all Shanahan and all these other guys and stuff like that, nah. Hold on, I don't like it. Casey going, you said Jerry, don't play that stuff. I agree with the decision 100%. Oh, wait. I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute, Stephen Green. What are the Cowboys doing now, Matt Moses? What are they doing now? Who's hurt on that roster? Right? Diggs was hurt. Matter of fact, Diggs was out for the season. Remember that? Michael Parsons, he was hurt, right? Came back. He only missed 4 games, and guess what? Still was able to come up and show up to work. But you want to get rid of a dude, his back, and we can't stop the run. You can't stop the run now. You can't stop the run now. You up in there getting blown out. Y'all got blown out by Denver. You talking about, oh yeah, you agree with Jerry 100%. Oh, this is what I agree with Jerry 100%. Go take your ass and go sit down somewhere. That's what you need to do. This ain't the 50s no more. This ain't the 60s. This ain't the 90s no more, man. Let somebody else take over that organization, man, and start cleaning up. You talk about you want to rebuild and all this other stuff. You got 2 receivers that's supposed to be number 1s, man. They playing like goddamn number 2s and number 3s. Shit. Man, he an old school redneck motherfucker. That's the only thing old school about him, man. He don't know goddamn football no more, man. Shit, how the fuck you gonna get up in here and you gonna get rid of Tom Landry? Then you gonna get rid of Jimmy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Who could have became the GOAT of coaching? Man, come on, man. Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody even thinking about the Cowboys, man. Ain't nobody even above 500 except the Eagles in the division. Go look it up, Matt. In the NFC, and shoot, they really is the NFC least. Shoot, the Eagles got it good. They play the Cowboys, guess what? Automatic win. They play the Giants, guess what? Automatic win. You said he's the boss. He talking because right. You right about that. You right. And guess what Michael Parsons is? He getting the bag. He over there in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Over there getting some good cheese. You know what I'm saying? Over there, you say Cowboys are the most valuable sports team in the world. I disagree with that. Better talk about the Lakers. Hell, you better be talking about some of these football teams and stuff like that. I'm sorry, like foosball, soccer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't nobody give a damn. Listen, all this America's team and stuff like that. What you want to go there and watch them lose and all this other? Hell, I'd rather go to an OKC game. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Shea Gilchrist Alexander. They 13-1. You know what I'm saying? They not America's team. They on the verge of winning 80 games. Come on, Matt. Know who you cooking with, bro. Shoot, man. Up in here, America's team, man. You ain't even over 500. Getting your ass blown out. Can't get to a conference championship. When the last time you been to a conference championship? I don't care if the fans, them fans, of course you're going to have fans. Of course you're going to have fans. I mean, that's the part of the sports or whatever, but I'm talking about the organization. What are you doing? What have you done in the last 20 years? Got Stephen A. Smith hairliner going back. He's so stressed out about how despicable y'all are. Punching one more man. Yeah, get rid of him. Something about Dallas, man. Listen, Matt, trust me, I live here. I'm in Dallas. These people are disgusted. They are disgusted, man. They disgusted with the Mavericks organization, and they disgusted with the Cowboys organization. They've been more disgusted with the Cowboys organization over the last year. They want Cuban to come back. They want Dirk Nowitzki to be in a more higher position. They want to go ahead and have Finley take over. They want Luka back. These people are disgusted here, Matt. Trust me, I'm here. I got my ear to the concrete. You know? But I definitely am going to talk about that OKC. See, OKC is somebody you need to be talking about. Shea Gilchrist Alexander is somebody you need to be talking about. I know we're talking about basketball and everything like that, but listen, man, them dudes should be talking about America. That's how you're supposed to be America's team. A team that is head and shoulders above pretty much everybody. Hell, we could throw Detroit in the mix the way they're playing. But you coming in there getting blown out. Oh, yeah, we were supposed to stop the run and all this other stuff. Man, Michael Parsons coming up in there, man, having a good time with Green Bay. I love my Niners, but no lie. No ties to everything bigger. The women barbecue. Come on down here, man. Shoot, come on down here. Parsons stopped being greedy. He would still be a Cowboy. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Let's go ahead and have this conversation. Matt Moses, Stephen Green. I would have left. Yes, give me my money. I played through an injury. Diggs got his money and he consistently missed games. That puts pressure on the defense. He already came in with a hurt Van Der Esch who couldn't stay healthy. That's why he retired. Parsons was doing more. He was playing edge rusher. They were moving him all over the field, playing out at the line. They were overworking him. Give me my money. Talking about he want to be greedy. Give me my money. If that's the case, look at Ezekiel Elliott. What happened when he got paid? He was a shell of himself. What happened when DeMarcus Lawrence got paid? Didn't want to do it no more. What happened when CeeDee Lamb got paid? Hasn't shown up. Dropping balls consistently. You ain't see Jerry Wright dropping no balls like that. You understand what I mean? You didn't see Randy Moss dropping no balls like that. Chris Carter dropping no balls like that. When you get paid, man, you're supposed to catch the goddamn ball. I would have told him the same thing. Because he acting like one of them rackers with a C that don't care, like slavery. Like this slavery days or whatever, overworking them. Well, We just do it with a handshake and stuff like that. No, man. Give me my money. Why you think Emmett held out? See, you want to go back into time? You want to go back into history, Matt Moses? Emmett held out for his money because they knew what type of value Emmett brought to that team. Yeah, Emmett did have a great offensive line, okay? But you still need Emmett to run the ball. And like I said, I got other running backs above Emmett, but he held out for some games, and then they eventually gave him his money. Some of these guys that held out for their money, I don't blame them for doing that. I don't blame Le'Veon Bell for holding out for his money. I don't like the way that he did it, going out there drinking Patron with LeBron James and all that stuff. I hated that, but I don't blame him because you ought to give him that money. Him and Gurley at that time were the elite running backs in the league. You needed to pay him. Even Antonio Brown, as much as the fucked up shit that he be doing, messing around with Tom Brady's wife, all that other stuff. Look, he was right for holding out. Give him his money. He was the best receiver at that time. You know what I'm saying? What you mean we back, man? We been over here, man. Talk about we back. No, you back. You know what I'm saying? After busting nuts, I'm back. Anyway, shout out to Cypress. You said they got paid millions to entertain. That's the bottom line, bro. Who you talking about? No, listen. Michael Parsons came in dominating. Michael Parsons came in dominating, man. This is the all-world linebacker, man. You know what I'm saying? They were comparing the dude to the elite when he first came in, bro. They talk about he can't show up during the playoffs. Hell, y'all got to be worried about if y'all going to even make the goddamn playoffs. He said you can hold out just to disrespect. He didn't disrespect Jerry Jones. That was Jerry Jones disrespecting him. That was Jerry Jones disrespecting Mike McCarthy, telling him to go talk to everybody and do that, and didn't even want to come into the table and had the decency to come in there and have a private conversation with him. He wanted to do it on the media. Nigga, that fell on Jerry Jones. Yes, they do. They need Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is elite, Matt Moses. Travis Hunter is elite, Cyber TV. Travis Hunter is elite, Stephen Green. Travis Hunter is elite, Brown Sugar. Travis Hunter is elite. He's just a rookie up in there killing. They need him. They need him for the deep threat. They need him for the short yardage. They need him on the other side of the ball. Would have did the same thing. That shit, ain't no harm in that. Man, especially if you're not giving me the money that I want, man, after what I done did for you, playing hurt, I would have did the same thing. You talk about his back and stuff like that. Nigga, man, he only missed 4 games. He came back. You need to be talking about Diggs, the people that you gave the money to. You gave your money to Diggs. You gave your money to CeeDee Lamb, who can't catch a cold. Shoot, but you don't want to, you got to debate whether you're not, you're going to give the heart and soul of your defense that money. They wouldn't have did Ray Lewis like that. They wouldn't have did Ed Reed like that. They wouldn't have did Terrell Suggs like that. They wouldn't have did LT like that. They wouldn't have did Urlacher like that. They wouldn't have did J.J. Watt like that. Yeah. See, y'all don't want to have that conversation with me. Y'all don't want to go there. Vander Esch stayed hurt. Michael Parsons, he got hurt and he played through injuries and he came back playing, I would say probably the second toughest position in football besides the quarterback, linebacker, the Mike. You know, Matt Moses, Cypress TV, Matt Moses, because you played for Stephen Green. That middle, shit, that ain't no joke. You got to know, you got to be, at the linebacker, pretty much you got to know what's going on in the front and the back of you. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I call it the second most important and the most difficult position to play, because you got to know what's going on. You got to know, everybody got to be on point. That's why most linebackers is captains. You know what I'm saying? They run the defense. They the anchor. Linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback next. You know what I'm saying? That's the most difficult play. That's why, like, I hold off on some of these. Oh yeah, Pat Mahomes, he can't do this. He's soft. He's light skinned, stuff like that, man. Pat Mahomes is that guy. Who you think he gonna get on his team? Who you think on Pat Mahomes' team? Steph Curry is. Who you think Steph Curry got on his team? Pat Mahomes. Because they business minded. They smart. Pat Mahomes ain't going to play no 20 years like LeBron and nothing like that. Nah. He going to get his rings and chill and stack up on generational wealth and let everything else. He already franchised in Whataburger. Come on, man. Have a conversation with me. See, Cypress don't want to have no conversations like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, they don't need Travis Hunter. No, tell me why they don't need him. I want to know a reason why. I could tell you the reason why they do need him. He had done everything great. They absolutely smoked Kansas City this year. Had you up in there in your feelings. They don't want to talk about that. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to blow out the Jaguars. No, sir. Jaguars overrated. No, sir. Absolutely not. But, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Matt Moses, you entitled to your opinion, bro. But I disagree with Jerry Jones, man, and how he went about the way of doing things. Was Michael Parsons absolutely perfect in the situation? No. Could he have did some things a little bit different? Yeah. But at the end of the day, Michael Parsons was the heart and soul of your defense, and the defensive coordinator don't know what the hell he's doing in Dallas. Schottenheimer has been a disaster. He made Mike McCarthy look like goddamn Vince Lombardi. Come on, we talking football today. One time I taught football, you know what I'm saying? Y'all football heads, y'all backing down on me, man. I taught hoops, we in the mix of the year. We in the thick of the season, you know what I'm saying? Getting ready to be playoffs right around the corner. Come on. I could be talking about so much other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I chose to talk about football, you know what I'm saying? Could be talking about college basketball, you know what I'm saying? Could be talking about NBA, you know what I'm saying? Could be talking about college football. You know what I'm saying? I chose to talk NFL today. But they need Michael Parsons. And Cypress TV did say this. He said, with or without them, they weren't going to win, which I kind of got to agree with because, at the end of the day, you still got to face the Eagles. Eagles got better, too. You see who they picked up in the not in the offseason, in the season? Who they got in their roster? What kind of moves they made? They're smart. They thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying? New York Giants, they get rid of people. They up in here telling Jackson Dart, you know what I'm saying? He need to slow down with his playing style and all that other stuff. I think Commanders, last time I checked, the Commanders was in the Dolphins game, they were tied 3-3, but I might be off on that. Y'all let me know the score and everything like that. But listen, man, at the end of the day, man, Jerry got to go, man. Okay, Jerry got to go. I know he's the boss and everything like that, but you holding up stuff. Hell, if you really want to be honest, Jerry Jones is the equivalent of what LeBron James is doing. You holding stuff up, man. And I guarantee you, once Jerry Jones leaves, okay, there's going to be probably a little bit of a period where things might be a little slow, getting used to. But then after that, then the Cowboys are destined to soar because you got some new people, you got some fresh new blood in the front office, man. That's what I've told y'all in the beginning, right? It's kind of like a family, man. After a while, man, you got to pass the torch. Your kids, they gonna transition. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get, you know what I'm saying? They eventually gonna turn 18, and then a young adult. After a while, man, it's like, okay, yeah, you their parents, everything like that, but they a grown ass man and woman that can make their decisions. They old enough to drive. They old enough to drink. They old enough where they paying bills and have responsibilities and obligations and stuff like that. Jerry Jones need to know that. Sit down, let somebody else. Hey, look, I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the truth, man. Oh, Jerry the boss. That's the problem. Some people are ready. Man, listen, man. I don't think like this, but there's some people that's ready for Jerry Jones to check out. I don't want to come at people like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to be that savage or anything like that. But man, pretty much, man, everybody ready for him to go. That was a stupid thing that you did. You damaged the relationship, man. Michael Parsons wanted to be there, Matt Moses, Cyber TV, Stephen Green. Michael Parsons, he said he wanted to be a Cowboy for life. He had already said that. He was adamant about that. But man, when you screw me over, you don't pay me my money, I'm going above and beyond. I'm doing everything that you asked me to do. I'm not missing games like that. I missed a couple of games in comparison to Diggs in the backfield who can't stay healthy and then got his money and everything like that. Man, shit, I'd have told him, fuck you too. Hell yeah. I'd have said the same thing. I'd have been like, nah, I'm out of here, and have a chance to make, get life changing wealth. Shit, man, send me up there to Green Bay. Send me up there, send me up there close to Wisconsin. Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? And send me up there. I'll deal with the cold. You know what I'm saying? I deal with the, lifestyle changes and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? As long as we winning games, look, he looked so much happier. You know what I'm saying? Now, you said Parsons should have kept his mouth shut and played football and be happy on the couch. That's what he was doing. Only thing he did was talk on a podcast. What you talking about, man? This dude, listen, do you know, like, he had never had less than, 14 sacks since he's played. Come on, man. What you talking about, man? Like, man. This dude right here is elite. What you talking about? Like, this dude show up every single season. The dudes that can't even get, like him and Fred Warner, man, are elite level players. You see what's going on with your 49ers right now. You need Fred Warner. Jerry don't want his boys on podcast. Shit, man, dog, that's the way of the world now. Shit, we don't want Jerry Jones on the goddamn microphone every 5 minutes or whatever. Talking like you out there playing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, sit your ass back, man. You don't see a lot of these owners in the NBA, NFL, you know what I'm saying? I got to talk to the media all in the video, singing, dancing, all this other. Man, go sit your ass down. We know who you is. You know what I'm saying? That's their job, really. Part of their job, Matt Moses, you play football. I'm pretty sure you probably had to talk to the media from time to time. That's part of your job. People take classes to talk to the media. I knew a couple of football and basketball players that they had to go to public speaking, and they had to take all these different courses when I was in college so that they can learn how to, be professional and talk to and address the media and stuff, because you got the newspaper, you got columnists, you got people that are coming in there, the writers and stuff like that you're gonna talk to them, and what you say, you gotta tread lightly on what you're doing, and there's a way that you address the media and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, that's a part of your job to address the media. That's why you get fined if you don't address the media, or you don't do you make some comments or something like that. All this is a part of your job. So Michael Parsons has to talk to the media. They talking about him keeping his mouth shut. Nah, he voiced how he feel. I'd be frustrated too. You playing with a hurt. This dude came in playing hurt and only missed 4 games. You said Harry looks at a player like real plantation. That's what I'm saying, Matt. Yeah. Yeah, nah. And you know, Matt, you play defense. Dog, I play defense. I played 1 year. I put my 1 year in at defense, DT and DN. I was like, man, skip all this, Matt. I'm going back to basketball. They were like, are you coming back? I was like, hell no, man. I'm just go ahead and play on the hardwood. I'm good, man. Football is no joke. The practices are just as hard as the games. They just as intense, just as brutal. Shoot, you know what kind of culture the school that I was going to? Shit, they really ran it like a plantation. Man, you fuck up in school, man, you run an automatic 50 gastrics. And down and back is one. You know what I'm saying? You had to run track. It was mandatory, track and field. If you played basketball, if you played football, it was mandatory that you ran track. And you had to do one running event and you had to do a field event. You know what I'm saying? If you was too big to run or whatever, they're gonna put your ass in a field event. And don't think you're gonna get away what you didn't do in football. If you got punished in football, you're gonna get punished in track. If you got punished in basketball, you're gonna get punished in track and in football. You know what I'm saying? Right after basketball, guess what? I mean, right after football, guess what? Guess who was coming there? Some of the elite players. That, you know, they would come in there, you know, and play basketball, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the coach had to weed everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Because all the football, you had some linemen that had no business in there playing basketball, but they just made them play or whatever. And then the basketball coach would be like, nah, we don't need no 300-pounders out here. And they would be out there, you know, trying to run. They'd be giving it they all in basketball, but they'd be like, nah, clearly this guy. And they go play something else. Yeah, I got all the respect for in the world for Michael Parsons, man, for what he did. He stood on business, Matt Moses. I know me and you, we probably see things from a different perspective, but I know you see it the way that Michael Parsons is seeing it because you actually played the sport and you played at a high level. I know guys that I've talked to that have played in the NFL, man. Give me my money, man. You talking about broken bones. You talking about messed up disc. If you got a messed up disc, that can impact you for the rest of your life. If you break your ankles, if you mess up your knees, all these surgeries, you fuck up your rotator cuff, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff like that. You got to think about when you get 50 and 60. I know guys that got to sit in a special chair, man. They can't sit in no regular chair and stuff like that, sitting in the pews in church and stuff like that. We got a guy, man, that I know back home, man. He can't sit in the church pews because it's bad on his back, on his lumbar and all that other stuff. He got to sit in a special made chair where he has support. I know dudes that gotta smoke weed. They gotta smoke it. They gotta smoke it for medicinal purposes because the pain of what they done did for so long, man. What you put your body through, man. So a lot of these people that be talking all this trash about, oh well, man, Pat Mahomes is soft and all this other stuff. Nah, he ain't. All these other guys soft and all that. I don't play that, man. Not on this channel. You could call somebody, even the kickers ain't soft. Hell, I thought a kicker was soft one day, man. Shit, I tried to line up with that motherfucker one day, man. That kicker was gone. I'm like, damn. I knew a kicker, and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bounce. I knew a kicker. They used to clown him and all this other stuff. Guess what? This dude was doing. He was wasn't that big. He was doing shot put. Matt Moses. He went to state in shot put and discus. He didn't go to state in discus. You say I have screws in my ankle, injured ACL. Yeah, yeah, man. Even with baseball. Do you know how much you got to grind? Everybody be bitching about 82 games and stuff like that, man. Shoot, man, go with the baseball season. See how many games they play. See how, man, you got spring training. You know what I'm saying? Man, they got the shortest off season. You said I think Jerry might trade for Shador Sanders. Man, I think Shador Sanders needs to go to Miami. Go to Miami. Go where the weather's good. Shador's still young. You know, he be close to, his pop's old home over there, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Florida State, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's a little bit up, you know what I'm saying? Up the ways or whatever, 9-5, all that other stuff. But, man, go ahead, go to Miami. The weather's good, you know what I'm saying? Get around some, everybody keep their body in shape, Matt and Stephen Green, you know what I'm saying? Sunshine, you know what I'm saying? Matt Moses and Stephen Green, Cypress TV, you know what I'm saying? And Brown Sugar, they be out there on the beach, you know what I'm saying? Drinking some good pina coladas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gonna have Matt Moses, you know what I'm saying, with the shirt off, you know what I'm saying, with the swimming trunks, you know what I'm saying, with the straw hat dancing, you know what I'm saying? Gonna have Stephen Green, you know what I'm saying, with the white beater on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go, man, come on down here, man. You know what I'm saying? The weather good, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got Bobby, man, anything you want, man. H-Town, D-Town, San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? Corpus Christi, you know what I'm saying? El Paso, you know what I'm saying? Get you some good Mexican food. Come on through. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we doing good out here. And on top of that, we elite in all our sports. We got basketball, you know what I'm saying? We got guys that we put in the NBA. Nigga, we got 3 teams, you know what I'm saying? We got San Antonio, we got Houston, we got Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, man, we got you covered. You know what I'm saying? We got teams in football, you know what I'm saying? We got the Texans, you know what I'm saying? We got the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? Hell, yeah. Hey, Steven, you want to come down here and get a little bit of hockey? Hey, we got the Stars too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to come and get baseball? Guess what? We got the Rangers. We got the Astros. You know what I'm saying? Man, we got you covered around this motherfucker. You know, and don't get me started on the colleges. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, man, we good. But that's been my time, y'all. You know I'll be back later. Make sure y'all like this video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Straight to the point. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, basketball, boxing. Till then, man, I'm gone.